The Bergs mean community, essentially, family. It's my church.
Well, what it means to me, it's my whole life for the Icebergs.
This year, in our 90th year, it's great to reflect on where the club's been and how we've got to where we are today. I think our success and why we're so strong today, and it's part of our motto for this year, is 90 years strong, is because where we've come from and those who've worked before us. And over the last 20 years, the inclusiveness and the diversity in the club, with the women swimming now and have been for 20 years, and the diverse nature of people that we have in the club now really makes the club what it is and why it's such a special place, and why it's been such a special place for different people for the last 90 years.
My name is Ken Eastman. I've been in the club since 1961. It's all totally changed, the club. It's a different club altogether. What started off from the old fellas were down in the rocks with old V's on and just jumping in the water for Sunday morning and having a mate bring some beer down from up at the Astra. We started off only swimming 40 metres or 40 yards in those days. And then we graduated with, the pool was made into a 50-metre pool. We started swimming those races as well as the 40.
See, when I joined, you had to be 25 to join. And I was the one that got it brought back to 21. It took me 2 goes. And then I got it brought back to 18, but the following year. I got it back in 1 go. But a lot of the older fellas in the club, and that was back in the 70s I did that, but a lot of the older blokes in the club didn't want that, but we finally got them to talk them around to it, and we did it. But that was one big change.
Women joined up 25 years ago now, and numbers have been increasing regularly ever since then, and at the current numbers stand at 50-50 male and female, which is just fantastic. And in fact, newer members wouldn't even know that it was a men-only club.
And the biggest thing was when the women came in 95. I got the blame for that, but that's one of the great good things that happened, that the women joined the club, and the women have been great.
Women have been integrated, their children are coming through. We've had some women that have had 2 babies in their term of 5 years that they have to do. And these children are all coming through as ice cubes, which is just marvellous. And the Icebergs are just becoming a wonderful family club again to join.
And over the last 20 years, the inclusiveness and the diversity in the club, with the women swimming now and have been for 20 years, our women's away trips, and the diverse nature of people that we have in the club now really makes the club what it is and why it's such a special place, and why it's been such a special place for different people for the last 90 years.
With the Icebergs, there's a lot of older people, and they swim here on the handicaps, you know, which is the times. So we're a club for all. It doesn't matter how fast you can swim, as long as you can swim that pool, do 40 metres or 50 metres, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome.
The advice I would also say is take the opportunity to enjoy the people that are here within the Bergs. You always find somebody who was like-minded. There are so many different characters of people around that there's always somebody that you'd be able to connect with. And of course it happens every Sunday, so what better place to be on a Sunday other than at the Bergs?
Well, when I first moved up here I stayed a while, so I wasn't ready to become a Berg straight away and put in that commitment. The big thing is you want to become a Berg, you do it for the community part, the swimming, the social, but be prepared to go the whole 5 years and get it done quickly. I did, out of 110 swims in my first 5 years to become a Berg, I did 109. And I would have been one of only, missed that first one swim in that first year, which I'll never regret. Probably a good thing I didn't do that all 110, because I would have been unbearable if I'd done that.
I originally joined the Icebergs because I moved into Bondi and I didn't know a lot of people. and I wanted a sense of belonging in the community, a sense of connection. And I walked down here one day and met a couple of people, and they've actually, over the years, have become fantastic mates of mine. I met one at induction day on my first day. He was standing next to me in a pair of footy shorts from a team that I recognised, and I said hi and introduced myself, and today we're great mates. I caught up with him and his family yesterday. So it's about just giving you something else in life, a sense of belonging, a sense of community, a sense of purpose. And when you come down here, there's no misconceptions about anything. It doesn't matter if you're a lawyer or the local garbo. You all stand around together at the pool deck and have a swim, and then stand around and have a beer upstairs together as well.
The place is in a magnificent spot. Look at this. This is just awesome. The club is going in the right direction. We've got new bathrooms down on the deck. We've got the gym. The club owns the whole floor to 2042. It's a great board in there at the moment. I just think the club's going in the right direction, the community. But more importantly, we've got new Bergs joining each year, fresh people coming into the club, so I think it's great.
The weather at the moment is perfect, but there are times when the waves are crashing over, so you come down in any element and you just get to enjoy the beach and what the water and the ocean offer to you, right here on the pool deck. The Bergs mean community, essentially, family. It's my church. I treat it with respect because it's given me the ability to become a very healthy person where I was not living a healthy life beforehand. I have made amazing friendships. I have learnt skills I never thought I knew about swimming. So for me, it means self-esteem, friendship, community, mainly.
You've got the best comrades that you wish for to come down and here every week and through the week to have a swim and then meet and talk and enjoy yourself.
Bondi Icebergs, it's like a family. The Bondi Icebergs is a family of people from all nations, all culture, and all age groups, and being part of it has been part of something special in Australia, not just Bondi. And yeah, it's a very, very special club.
In the words of our great life member, Lofty Petrie, we can walk into any club in the world or any gin joint, he says, and stand up proud and say that I'm a Bondi Iceberg, and I think that's the most important thing.
Well, what it means to me, it's my whole life, the icebergs. And to be an iceberg, you've got to do 5 years, and in that 5 years, you've got to do 75 swims. It's like an apprenticeship. And once you do it, you get a great kick out of it, a great feeling of well-being, and the majority of people, like myself, carry on and keep going. In this club, we've got over 100 and I think the last count was 134 members that have over 40 years service, which is pretty unique. I don't think too many other clubs in the world would have that. To be an iceberg is just a great feeling. It's a marvellous institution, it's unique, and it will always be unique because of the 15B rule, which requires you to do 5 years and 75 swims. That's about it in a nutshell.
If we think of the next 10 years that are coming up, because this is our 90th that we're celebrating this year, I only hope that the iconic history of the club is kept fresh, that anybody who joins now gets to know what has come before them, the people that have made the club what it is, the people that have instilled the rules, instilled the values. We now have a club which is here for the next 100 years almost, as long as people adhere to the beliefs that we have and enjoy it and just take up every opportunity that is given to them by coming to the Bergs.
The next 10 years will be interesting, but the board of directors we've got and the volunteers we have at the moment, I would say just continue the way we're going. It's worked well for 90 years. Why change it? Keep the rules, keep everything the same as it has been, and we'll still be here in 10 years and maybe 20, 40 years after that.
I don't mind if it just stays as it is. We've got a good membership number, keep the numbers up.
I'd just like to see it go along as it always has. I don't want to see too much change. And keep it going in a true icebergian way where we all swim and we're all in it together. That's about all. I don't want to see anything dramatically change. I believe progress is a good thing as long as nothing happens.